If you're looking at the tree of life, overall, you will notice that one of the branches is the branch where eukaryotes branch away from bacteria. And bacteria and archaea both would be considered prokaryotes. Within bacteria, there are several types. Within archaea, there are several types. And within this clade here, bacteria are sometimes also called eubacteria. That's spelled EU bacteria, to separate them from archaea. So the main difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes over here is that eukaryotes keep all of their genetic information bound up inside of an organelle called a nucleus, and it protects that DNA from the rest of the cell. Bacteria and archaea do not do this. They keep most of their DNA in a single chromosome that's very tightly coiled up, and that is called the nucleoid, just because it's similar to the function of a nucleus, but it does not actually have its own membrane to surround it. Sometimes they will also have what they call accessory DNA or additional DNA, which is present in the form of plasmids, which are little circular rings of DNA. Usually, there are not very many of those, and those are the types that get exchanged through a pilus, if the species can do so. Archaea are bacteria that thrive in very extreme conditions. They're called archaea because they're believed to be ancient in lineage. It is believed that the archaea bacteria began to come into existence in the times when our planet was not quite so habitable. And they've been able to stay alive as long as they have because they have found these little pockets of extreme environments, such as extremely salty water, inside of volcanoes, inside of hydrothermal vents, frozen deep in the ice, etc. Eubacteria, or bacteria, includes all of these types, and specifically, we will talk about cyanobacteria as well. Cyanobacteria are special among the bacteria because they can photosynthesize. Eukaryotes can also sometimes photosynthesize, so that trait must have arisen separately over multiple lineages. Eubacteria tend to live in less extreme climates, although sometimes you might be surprised where you will find them. They can withstand temperatures that are much higher than multicellular organisms seem to prefer, but that doesn't make them extreme temperatures. They don't have adaptations that would protect them from excessive salt and excessive heat, or excessive cold and dryness, or whatever. So the next thing that we'll talk about will be the parts of the prokaryotic cell.